right, Blade, y'all know what time it is. It's time for the recap. I apologize. I was sick. I was man down yesterday. I didn't even go to work. I'm still a little sick. Feeling a little bit better. Enough to go ahead and let's get these recaps done, because this is what y'all really been waiting for, is the recap show. So we're gonna start with the fantasy football heads versus the drink beers, because there's been so much going on and we just got a lot to talk about. But first, let's just acknowledge where we are. We are in the Dallas Cowboy man cave, and as you can see, I've been painting, trying to keep up with the scuba. So gotta do what I gotta do. Scoob, I get to have my own man cave. I don't gotta share. But anyway, let's get to it. I'm gonna use my phone since I don't have to write things down no more and no more typing. I'm gonna go off the top of the dome. We gonna start it right off with Punk Ass versus All Madden, baby. 208, 181. Punk Ass takes the victory. There's nothing that really stands out too much. He had Dak Prescott on his bench with 59 points. Really not a donkey move, because it wouldn't have mattered anyway. With the additional 19 points, he still would have lost. But it was a good matchup. 208, 181. Hats off to my boy Madden. But Punk Ass takes that crown, baby. I think I'm currently in first place. Let's see. Next up, who we got? Let's talk about one of the matchups of the week, one of the requested matchups. Big Black versus Menace. Now this one was close. 128, 136, but Menace takes that victory once again. I believe Scoob texted me and said he's like 7-1 against you, Black. I don't know, bro. He took this one. In spite of Evans only having 4 points, Ebron won. Scoob, I don't know why you drafted him. I tried to tell you. Who he got on the bench? And then had my boy Gallup on the bench. Yo, School, let me get that trade, son. I need that boy on my roster. Let's talk. Everybody else is doing business in this league. Have y'all seen this? There's a lot of transactions going on. Be careful who you trade with. Y'all don't know. Grid is the master of, I'm going to trade you to trade somebody else to get who I want. I don't know what happened this morning, but I'm going to jump into this next one. Jets flying. I guess he wasn't flying at all. He accepted a trade this morning. When I saw it, I looked at it like, okay, what's up with that? He traded away Russell Wilson, Michael Thomas, and George Kittles. In return, he got Showtime Patrick Mahomes, Josh Gordon, and Crowder. I don't know what happened there. Ain't none of my business. Juice, you get the Donkey of the Week award right off the bat, baby, because I don't know. Talk about he was feeding the baby. You can't multitask, obviously, so you need to stick to one thing and one thing only and take it at that time and handle your business accordingly, because you probably just set Grid up for some more other stuff. But your matchup was Ice, baby. You got your whooped. 203 to 132. This wasn't even close. Wentz put up 45. Eckler put up 47. What the heck is going on here? I don't know. Ice act like he had a good drive. And then he had Kyle Murray. You know that's his boy, y'all. On the bench with 41. Kurt, your roster. Kyle Rudolph. Golden Tate. Frank Gore. And in that trade, baby boy, you got some work to do. I did see Chaz ask you, were you tanking the season? I was like, that's kind of funny. Shout out to Chaz, but not really. Next up, let's stay on Chaz. Grid requested this matchup, and boy, he didn't disappoint. I did predict him to win this too, as he did. 164 to 121. Damn. Cam Newton. Still don't know why that's your quarterback, but maybe it was just week one. He only put up 19. James Conner and them Steelers, they were terrible. They killed everybody. He only had 12 points. You had Jay Brown on your bench with 26 and Terrence Williams on your bench with 24. Ooh, interesting. Maybe some Roster changes are coming. But I think what's so funny about this one right there, right here, Grid, you get on my nerves. Where's your kicker, man? Kicker lives matter. They matter, my brother. But you rolling around here talking about is Lutz available because you don't want to waste a waiver wire move. This Negro played with no kicker. And Cleveland gave him 0 points. So I know he feeling himself with this one. Then he got that boy Hawkinson on the bench. I kind of like him too, Chuck. Let's talk. Maybe. Nah, never mind. Next up, we got the Mad Titans. The only other fantasy football head GM to win this week. What's going on with that, y'all? We were predicted to win all 6 matchups. We only won 2. He took on D-Block. 173, 131. Mr. Watson showed out with 54. Mixon only gave him 4, and he still put up decent numbers. I think with Herb Block, though, Stephon Diggs, 5. Devontae Adams, 7. Week 1 goes to D-Hop. Morty's ahead of Roberto. Just want to let y'all know. Throw that out there. He had Singletary on his bench with 21. I don't know. Oh, I see he picked up Kenny Stills, too. A lot of interesting stuff going on here. See, I'm stuttering, but I ain't editing, so y'all just gonna have to deal with it. I got 3 of these to do. Whew. We got up next Uptown Assassin vs. Blizz. This wasn't much of a matchup either. My brother's team is ass. He got Baker Mayfield. His best player is Kamara. Aaron Jones, we all know, didn't do nothing. Sony Michel. Told you, don't trust them running backs from the Patriots. You never know. Belichick don't care. He does not care. You had D.D. Westbrook on your bench with 14. And then on your bench, he gets a Donkey of the Week award too. He dropped Sammy Watkins to pick up Gronk. Gronk's not even eligible. Even if he's coming back, we only got 4 bench spots. Right now, you can't afford to have him on your bench, including you got Kareem Hunt. I don't know what you're doing, baby boy, but you need to get it together because you supposed to represent, and we ain't representing nothing fantasy football head. So week 1 goes out to drink beers. Hands down. But punk-ass Decepticons is in first place, at least for week 1. Still saying something. This little hair keep getting in my face, so I'm sorry y'all keep touching these locks. Something I want to touch on real quick before I end this video, talking about the recap. These damn trades is just, y'all are just busy. I already talked about Grid and Kurt's trade. Then I see New Day in Uptown. She trades away Kelsey Lockett and Latavius Murray for Stafford and Williams. She thinks she's slick too. There's something else going on. Chaz, I see you. I know how you operate. Men is traded away. Hawkinson, baby Gronk. Wait a minute. Well, I'm reading it right now. He traded away Cooks and got break. Wait a minute. Am I reading this right? Oh, yeah. Interesting. He needed a tight end. I had one. I see what happened. So you gave up Cooks and got Hawkinson. Chuck Slick, man. That boy, you my guy. I tell you, you be doing some slick stuff. And we ain't even in week 2 and he already maneuvering. Y'all GMs better pay attention. And Kurt, stop hitting buttons while the baby's being burped and throwing up and you're changing shit. Get it together. This is week 1, y'all. Fantasy football heads versus drink beers. Week 1 recap is in the books. Peace.